Do you know that attention is a very, very important component of learning? And do you also know that majority of our children with developmental disabilities have attention problem? And if you are looking for answers to attention related problems, then this video will be of great help to you. In this video, I'm going to talk about some aspects of attention and why it is needed and how to go about building skills to your child in the area of attention. I've already created another video on attention skills where I've talked about types of attention and how you can step by step ensure that your child gets into attention. Let us go right into learning about attention skills and how important they are to our children with special needs. Stay tuned. Hi, welcome to my channel Dignity in Disability, and I'm Anuradha Deshpande, mother of a young man experiencing intellectual disability, and I'm also a banker turned clinical psychologist, counselor, and a special educator, founder of Care and Care Life Skill Academy. And this pandemic turned me into a digital disability life skill coach, and I'm on a mission to empower 100,000 parents of children with any form of developmental disabilities to enable them to build skills in their children so that they can navigate into a life of independence and dignity. And through my channel Dignity in Disability, I bring 2 weekly episodes of Tuesday Facts and Friday Facts, where I present you a lot of tactical solutions along with information out of my 30 years experience and knowledge in this field of disability. And this Tuesday Tact is a skill building series, and today I'm going to talk about attention skills. So let us go into our presentation and check it out. What is this attention skill all about? So attention, a key skill for children with special needs. So what is attention? Attention is the ability to obtain and sustain appropriate attention to complete a task. It is about initiating a task and sustaining through it and then completing a task. This is what attention is all about. And that is the reason it is so pertinent to learning, because in learning you need all these three attributes. Why is attention important? Effective attention is what allows us to screen out unnecessary stimulation in order to focus on the information that is important and on hand. Our senses picks up a lot of information all the time, constantly, but attention is what enables us to discard the unnecessary stimuli in the surrounding and focus on whatever we are doing. Like when I am making this video and talking to you, I have that washing machine buzzing around. Some children are playing outside, but I'm trying to avoid all those stimuli, and I'm concentrating on talking to you and not on any subject, but only on attention. So that is what being attentive helps me to do. So what impacts attention? We say that my child is not attentive, I lack attention. This is some of the common statement we make. But what impacts this attention? One is sensory processing. If you have any default or deficit in your sensory processing, then attention is not possible. Like I said, we constantly receive these sensory feedbacks from our environment, and if you are not able to filter them properly, then we are not in a position to pay attention. Executive functioning. Executive functioning helps us to plan and organize things and go step by step and do things. If you don't have those executive functions in you, then it is very difficult for us to concentrate and pay attention to certain things. Next is self-regulation. Self-regulation is very, very important skill to learn for all of us, and especially for our children experiencing autism and other developmental disabilities. The reason for this is self-regulation will help you to not get overwhelmed or not get distracted by somebody saying something or things not happening according to your wish. Or it also allows us, self-regulation allows us to calm down when things are too much for you to bear. So it is lack of self-regulation can lead to inattentiveness. Then receptive language, understanding instructions, receiving information. If that receptive language is not developed, then attention can be hampered. The next is auditory processing difficulties. When you hear something, but you should be able to know, differentiate between what are the different types of noise or sound, or to differentiate between the background sounds and the person who is instructing. All these things are part of auditory processing, and if you have some difficulties in that, then attention becomes difficult. Then hearing impairment. If you are not able to hear things properly, if you have impairment, then also it affects your attention. Learned helplessness. If you go on assisting your child each step, and they will learn that when I need not pay attention, if I'm not able to do that, somebody will chip in and do it for me or help me do it that. If the child learns this dependence on others and helplessness, then it will impair attention. Limited motivation. If a child or a person has no motivation to do whatever they are supposed to do, then they will not have attention. You will pay more attention to things which you really want to do and you are motivated to do. And last but not least, environment. Whatever environment you are growing or whatever environment is presented before you, is it conducive for you to pay attention? Especially if you are staying near an airport or a railway station, the constant noise of the arrival and departure of both airplanes and trains can affect your attention. Also, if your home environment is not very conducive, like there's constant bickering and fight or a noise going around, then it is not conducive for them to pay attention to whatever task they are assigned to. So these are some of the impediments for good attention. What can we do to improve attention? So you can repeat instructions. When I say repeat instruction, not only you can repeat instruction, but you can also ask your child to repeat whatever you have asked them to do. When they repeat what you are saying, then they have to pay more attention to it, and your attention can be built that way. So next is sensory integration therapy. This is absolutely essential for all of those who are experiencing sensory processing disorder. If your senses are not integrated in a proper way, either you will get overwhelmed or you want to seek more and more of certain sensory inputs. So there has to be a balance, and if you have a proper balance, if you have to work on those areas which is causing you this sensory process disorder, then you can work on the attention. Eye contact. If you don't have proper eye contact, then also attention becomes difficult. We have seen in the last skill building episode where we talked about attention, eye contact, joint attention. All of these need proper eye contact. So that is how you can get into having good attention. Simple language. Can instruct your child in very simple language where the child is able to understand. Don't use too many difficult words for them to comprehend, and reduce background noise and distractions. Whenever you are trying to build attention in your child, see that you are in a room where it is less noisy, blocks all the outside distractions. Develop receptive language. We have to teach our child with all receptive language. Again, this is discussed in detail in my course Care Life Skill Blueprint under cognitive skills. And program to promote self-regulation. Self-regulation is also elaborately discussed under the emotional domains of Care Life Skill Blueprint. So check out my course and you will benefit not only in attention but also building in 30 core skills and 100 sub skills. So what activities can improve your child's attention? So sensory diet activities. Sensory diet activities will help you to balance the different sensory dysfunction you have, and these activities can be in the form of wheelbarrow walking or jumping on the trampoline or doing jungle gym activities. And you can build activities around the need of your child. Activities to help achieve self-regulation and better attention. Children, especially experiencing ADHD, can have problem in self-regulating their movement, their speech and their behavior. So it will be very, very useful for them if they can learn this self-regulation technique, which will help them to gain more attention. As I said earlier, self-regulation is also taught in great detail in my Care Life Skill curriculum under emotional domain skill. So discrete skills. Discrete skills are activities like puzzles which have a starting point and an ending point. So playing games like Ludo or Snake and the Ladder, all these games will improve their attention skills. So narrowly focused tasks are which really needs concentration and attention, like sorting or categorizing or playing cards like these are very, very helpful in building attention. Then visual schedules. Visual schedules are if you give schedules to your child and ask them to do that at this point of time you're expected to do this, and at this point of time you're expected to go out and play, then that will keep them and enable them to focus attention on what activities they are supposed to do at this point of time. Then timers where you can start an activity and continue through the activity and finish the activity. Visual timers are those which will be able to tell you that 20 more seconds are there to finish this activity and go on to the next activity. This will enable them to move forward in sustaining their attention for a longer period of time till they finish the task. In auditory processing, you require your child to distinguish between the different sounds and also knowing the source of those sounds. And also your child should know the person who is instructing from the background sound. Your child should also be able to process the information from the background noises. So activities relating to auditory processing has to be introduced. These auditory processing activities are discussed in my video, the last video on perception skills. You can go there and check it out. The link to which I will give in the comment box. And then listening program. Listening is a very, very important skill which can help us to build attention. So storytelling and other listening program can be introduced to your child. That was attention skills with a different perspective for you. I've already made a video on attention skill, the link to which I will give in the comment box. And I will be talking about attention now and then because attention is a very, very important skill to imbibe in us. That's all from Tuesday Tags. And if you like this video, please share it with as many people as you can and like and comment about this video. Also subscribe to my channel Dignity in Disability and receive all notifications by ringing that bell. Please visit my website www.anuradhadeshpande.com. Also be a member of my community in Facebook, exclusive community Dignity in Disability. That is the place where I give my announcement about the upcoming webinar, which will give each one of you a chance to be in my program to learn and build skills in your child to enable them to lead a life of independence and dignity. So be on the lookout for that announcement. Till then, goodbye and take good care of yourself.